Buongiorno a tutti, and welcome to the final race in this ANL season. There was a title fight, 2 points separating Sean and Psycho, and we get a good start. Gitowski ahead on the soft, doesn't get a start that I thought he would. Someone tries to go around the outside, but we can't make it 3 wide. He has to back out of it, and already we've got a spinner, and it is one of the title contenders. This was a weird race. It was like so I went to a roller disco a few days ago, and people were obviously skating around the place, and they were spinning by themselves, crashing into it. It was absolute carnage, and this race reminded me of that. People were just stacking it by themselves, left, right and center. Here on the opening lap we got Effie Aina, I don't know, tries to go around the outside, but he can't make it. We've got hashtag in front of us. You know, as far as lap 1 goes, it was pretty mundane. We had a couple of casualties that just stacked it by themselves, and we're coming around this corner now, and you'll see Gitowski on a soft tire stacks it as well, and so he's fucked because he's on the soft tire. Like, mate, what you doing? You got the most grip out of anyone, and you're stacking it on lap 1, broski. Come on, mate. I was fighting him for P6 in the championship, and because he rage quit after this, that meant that all I had to do was score 1 point, and I would beat him. Coming on to lap 3 now, we got Righty London on our tail. I move to the right, make it clear I'm not really interested to fight at this point because he's on the meds. I'm on the hards. He gets a reasonable exit. He's going to get the DRS. He's going to get the ERS, and he's just going to breeze past me. There's no point in fighting this. Now, I was pretty chuffed with this race, you know, because firstly I was on the pace. Secondly, I won every single battle that I took part in. I know Righty just passed us, but just you wait, folks. Just you wait. Anyways, lap 8, the first safety car comes out, and I'm like, should I stay or should I go? You know, like, do I pit or do I stay out? In. It is in. And I'm on the hards. The only guys that pitted right now are on the mediums, changing to the hards. So I saw what everyone else had done, and I was like, shit, I should have stayed out. Because now, look at me. I'm all the way down in the dumps, position 11. We got a lot of overtaking to do. So let's see how we manage. We got fresher rubber, we got softer rubber than the guys in front, and somebody just stacked it by themselves. Like, mate, I think that was the other title contender. Like, mate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Coming now into the end of the first sector. Flows, like, see what I mean? Everybody is stacking it. It's like the fucking roller rink, mate. It's not even, there's somebody else as well, and we just have to avoid him at the last second, and in doing so, Psycho just comes through, gives us an absolute shafting on the exit of that corner. He's not in the mood to play around, neither is our teammate TTV. Look at him, he's all over us. But we know we have to pace on him at this point, right? So we just have to make sure we maintain track position, and then all is going to be good. Obviously too far behind to attack Psycho. TTV comes around the outside, but we just take the Verstappen line really, and just fend him off. No issues, no tissues. Nicely done, boys. How about that? I'll see you next season, buddy. Yeah, I'll see you next season, mate. Here we go, we got Red Flame in front of us, and he takes P8 off him with a very familiar move there. We get on the DRS as well, so he can't fight back, and that's the job nicely done. We made some cracking moves this race, mate. I'm not even going to dilly-dally around the point. We made some decent little moves. Anyways, coming through Latifi's lair now, and somebody has stacked it. It is Danny EXE. He crashes, the safety car comes out, and we pit immediately for another fresh set of mediums. This set of mediums will take us to the end of the race.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
But like, what the hell was up with this safety car restart? As you'll see, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. It's like we're playing musical statues out here. Look, watch this. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. What are you doing? What are you doing? The McLaren actually goes into Walcott here, my old rival from URL days, and we get a great restart. We got a run on an FE Ainma, but we can't make any use of it really. Somebody shafts us from behind, so we have to take the run off on the outside, but no harm done. We leave spaces, we rejoined. Enema spins, collects Walcott, I think. That's unfortunate for him, and once again, because of someone else's mistake, we lose a place, but it's not as unfortunate as what happened to Walcott, for example. The Mercedes almost loses it, Kingsman almost loses it, and now we got to try and see if we can find a way past these two again, and a bit frisky up ahead. There's a little bit of rubbing, there's a little bit of argy-bargy, but nothing too bad to warrant any kind of Red Sea parting for us. We try and get a good switchback, but the two in front get a good enough exit, and I'm not going to waste a bunch of ERS trying to go around the outside of someone into this next turn. So sadly for now, we're just going to have to slot in and see what opportunities open up. I know that two guys up ahead are on the hard tyre, so if we can catch them, that should be an easy P5 at this point. And I also do feel that we have the pace on the red flame, so we have to try and navigate our way past as we're coming through the lair once more. What happens? Nothing. I just get a warning. The ghost of Nicky Latifi is warning me. He's trying to summon me. If I get too close to that wall, I might just suffer the same fate that he did on that fateful day, and perhaps influence the championship. Who knows? Who knows? The Ferrari loses it by himself. Once again, someone's skating, and we got a slipstream of Kingsman. Because we get bogged down a little bit by the Ferrari and touching Kingsman, Digo comes alongside us. We want to go to the inside of Kingsman, but we can't because we got a car there, so we have to hang it to the outside now, see what we can do. Squeeze him a little bit, touch the apex curb, and just note how I stayed on the track. Just note how I stayed on the track there. There's a little bit of contact, but we ghost, so it's no harm really. I can take up that space because obviously I'm driving through him. But yeah, as you see, I like the wheel-to-wheel battles. I love to stay on the track as long as possible, and I love to fight. You know, I don't like to take the easy way out. What's the point in going racing if you just want to cut corners? It becomes a massive free-for-all. Now on lap 23, we're coming through Latifi's lair, and on the exit of it, we get a little bit of oversteer, and that lets D go through. So I'm like, damn it. We had our chance to pass the two guys in front and get an easy podium, but now we slipped up there and let D go past. Latifi summons my inner incompetence, but luckily for us, coming out of turn 2, Diego returns the favour. He loses the rear end. I mean, at this point in the race, the mediums are getting a little bit worn. Everybody's fighting for this last place on the podium. Everybody is on the edge, mate. We're all giving it everything we can to try and finish on this podium. And I want to go for the classic CT Nation dive on Psycho in front, but Kingsman's just in that awkward distance. He's too close but too far, such that if I send it on Psycho, I can't get Kingsman as well. I'll probably tap into him. So I have to either go for the 2-for-1 deal, or I'm going to have to live to fight another day. We get a bit of DRS, but we can't really challenge from here. On the very next lap, though, I say enough is enough. We're going for that 2-for-1 deal at Poundland, boys. Here we go. Boom, shakalaka. Easy as you like. There's space for him, but he decides to bail across. He decides to take the easy way out. And now we're on the back straight. Got a bit of DRS, got a bit of ERS. We got a car to the inside, a car trying to go around the outside. We look to the inside of London, who just weaves across at the last second. And we only just miss him by a couple of pixels. We were just a couple of pixels away there from hitting the International Space Station. That would have been a rocket launch. Let's take a look at the move in slow motion here, because he accused me of forcing him off. We go down the inside, perfectly under control, I want to add. No lockups. Nothing. Look, We're on the apex curb and we make contact with him. So firstly, he didn't leave enough space. There's plenty of space for him on the apex. Look at me. Look here. There's plenty of space. He's in front of me. He's on the track there. He has a wheel on the track. He could have put all four on, gone round this corner, and we could have had a four-way fight into this corner, which would have been insane on the exit. But instead, he takes the easy way out across the runoff. And then here I just realised that I've got a car to my left. He's not off the track fully. He's still got some wheels on the track, so it's calm. We get the DRS, so we can cut in front now. And look at the move that Righty London makes here. There's a gap to the inside. It's late. I mean, as I said, we were a couple of pixels away there from hitting the International Space Station. It was pretty leery, but no harm there, no foul. And to think that he thought I was being too aggressive. Let's just take a look at this again in real time, because this is awesome, man. That's a great move. That's a great move. I left him space, but he didn't want it. And then once again, on the back straight, he's harvesting. It's the wrong time of year, buddy. We go straight around the outside of him, and yeah, hey, I'll see you next season. Yeah, I'll see you next season, mate. Now to get the podium, there's only one bit of defending left to do, and that is from Diego. We know he's going to get DRS, obviously. We hug the inside, obviously. Force him around the outside, obviously. But there's nothing doing there. And then we can, from here, just easily hang on to P3. To think at the start of the season, I was a second off on pure pace. By the end of the season, I'm only, like 3/10 off on pure pace. You know, I'll take that. Seeing as there's another season to come on this game. Merci beaucoup, tout le monde, grazie a tutti, grazie ragazzi. I'll see you all around at some point, probably in some 5-lap lobbies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect example of beauty in aggression in wheel-to-wheel combat from Cruz T Nation. Peace out, and I'll see you around.